Okay, folks, this is the Human Natural Horseman again. So, let's just say we've been out riding and we come back and we're pulled up to where we're going to take our saddle off. And this is the way you take it off. The last thing that you did when you saddled your horse is the first thing you do when you unsaddle him. So that in a storm, it can be pitch black, whatever. You will know exactly where everything is because it'll be a habit, and your horse will say, okay, I know what's up. And the consistency your horse will love because he'll know exactly what you're going to do before you do it. And that makes all the difference. And when you really get this going well for you, you can close your eyes and you know where everything is, and you just go to it, undo it, and hang it up the way you normally would hang it. And I'll tell you what, it's a good test to see how consistent you are with what you do, because he can't see everything you're doing. So he goes by a feel. So if you get in a habit of doing everything the same, he will get so comfortable and relaxed with you because he won't be afraid. And that is a big, big help when it comes to horses and what they can do and understand. So again, we're just going to start off. I'm going to reach down here and I'm going to undo the snap on the breast collar. I'm going to drop that off. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to unsnap it here and unsnap it here. I'm going to take and run this up over the saddle so that I can cinch it through the stirrup. And I like snaps, makes it a whole lot easier. Now I'm going to run this stirrup up and over. Now I'm just going to reach back here and undo my back cinch. And I've seen a lot of times people undo the front cinch and leave that back one and go to pull the saddle off, and the horse gets spooked and blows up, totally destroy your saddle or do some real damage to it or to the horse. So be thinking about this stuff as you're doing it because it's very important. Now I'm going to reach up here and I'm going to grab hold of this. And the way I have this tied now, you'll be able to see the advantage of it. All I got to do is give this a little pull and it comes undone. And now I can undo it all the way through and let the cinch fall. And the same thing, I'll take my finger like so, let it go here. I'm going to tuck it in between the cinch or the pad and the saddle till I get 2 loops like so. And then I'm going to go 1 wrap, 2 wraps, and then I'm going to go back up through the D-ring in the saddle, and I'm going to slide this in through the bottom loop, not the top one because it'll come undone. But if you do it twice and you run it through the second loop, the bottom one, and then you can pull it tight, and it's like a bow tie or putting a tie on, nice and neat. Once you get that, now let that stirrup down and walk around and hang your cinch up on the other side. And again, I'm going to do that. I'm just walking around over here. And I'm going to hang my cinch over here so it's up and off the ground and out of the way. So get that. I'm going to come back around here to this side here. Now I'm going to take my saddle and my saddle pad off all together. Oh boy. So I'm just going to grab right here, pull it off like so, just like that, easy. Now I'm going to separate my hand. And when I go to put the saddle on, I'm just going to slide this blanket down so it's out of the way, put my foot on the stand, and I have my pad here. And now I can leave my pad upside down and let the sun kind of dry it out a little bit because they do get a little bit wet until I put my horse away and everything else, and then I can come back. And that gives my pad a little chance to dry out instead of having a wet saddle blanket against my saddle. So these are all little things you do. If you've been riding lots, you're going to want to do some of this stuff. It's going to make life a whole lot easier for you, your equipment, for your horse, and for you. All right. Human Natural Horseman saying, may the horse be with you.